What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Persevere Performance Podcast. I am your host, G, and I am extremely excited actually to share this concept with you guys. It's a concept that has helped me and continues to help me so freaking much in my journey, in my pursuit of anything, like any of my goals. And I really wanted to come on here and share it with you guys in hopes that it helps one of you guys, man. And it's pretty simple too. It's a pretty simple concept that I didn't really quite understand or start understanding until I started the Live Hard program. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am on my fourth year of doing the Live Hard program. I've not completed the program in its entirety because I've failed phase 3 twice already. But I am determined to finish it this year. But anyways, this is a concept that I really started to understand the further and further I dove into the Live Hard program, because that's what the Live Hard program is all about. And this concept is called Win the Day. If you follow Andy Frisella, you understand what Win the Day means. He goes off of the power list. And I have found it to be such an incredible tool, not only for my fitness goals, but also my business goals, man. Even my relationships goals as well, right? And what this concept is about is it's a concept that takes you away from the big picture of your goals, right? Like, it's really good to have that long-term goal and that long-term vision and what you want to accomplish, but it really puts you in the present and in the day ahead, right? Because if we're being honest, it can become very overwhelming when you constantly are thinking about the big goal, the big picture, and how long you have to go. So really taking it back to winning the day is you have this long-term goal. And the goal is to assess what are the actions that I need to take daily, or what are the actions I need to take to move the needle forward today in moving towards that goal. Right? I'll use an example of, say you want to lose 30 pounds, right? It's a great goal to have. But in order for you to lose 30 pounds, there's going to be a few pieces of the puzzle, or a few pieces in achieving that goal, that you're going to have to do on a day-to-day basis, right? So, big long-term goal, lose 30 pounds. Now, how you would decide and how would you put the actions into your day necessary to move towards that 30-pound goal. I'll use an example of, there's going to be a few pieces that are going to play a role into your fat loss and weight loss. One of them is going to be your nutrition. So, one of your critical tasks towards that big goal is going to be logging my nutrition and staying within a calorie deficit, right? Under the calories that I'm outputting. And say you put something else, right? I have a minimum of 7,000 steps per day goal, right? And say you choose something else. I got to drink a minimum of 128 ounces of water every day. Now, you took the big long-term goal and you broke it down into the actions you need to take on a day-to-day basis to achieve that goal. Now, what winning the day would mean in moving towards that goal would mean achieving all three of those daily tasks. Now, sorry, I got some notes and I got to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So, there's a couple ways that the winning the day concept does help us, right? One, it gives you an exact picture of what you need to do today to move in that direction. Two, it gives you a very simple way to measure not just your progress, but also how often you're taking action and moving towards that goal. So if you get to the end of the week, right, and you only won 2 days out of 7 days, right? It's easy to measure. Like, do you think you won that week? Absolutely not, right? But if you stacked at least 5 to 6 days of winning the day in a 7 day week, I think you won the week, right? And the more weeks you win over time, the more it compounds, right? So you go from winning the day, you winning your weeks, to winning your months, winning a year. Um, so it just makes it very simple to measure, not only on a daily basis, but weekly basis and monthly basis, even yearly basis. Um, Knowing whether you're taking action consistently, keyword consistently, or not. Um, and lastly, it makes it very simple to get back on track when you fall off, right? When you have a long-term, big picture, right, and you only think about how far you got to go, right? It's very easy to procrastinate on getting back on track if you do fall off a day, because it's so far away already that what's another day, right? What's another week? What's another month of not being on track? So the winning the day concept really helps you get right back on track, right? Because just because you won one, you lost one day does not mean you have to lose the next day, right? So it just makes it very simple, especially for me. I'm just saying this from experience. It makes it very simple to say, fuck, I did fuck up yesterday, but hey, guess what? Today we're right back in it, right back to winning the day, right? Instead of just saying, well, I'll just I already, it's Wednesday and I already messed up. I'll just wait till Monday to start. So it's massive. It's helped me a ton, and that's why I'm sharing this with you guys, because once I really started viewing my goals and what I want to achieve with this concept, man, like, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I can pretty much say that for the past 4 years of doing this program, I've won most of my weeks in the year. Confidently, I can say that, right? I'm not saying it was perfect. I'm not saying that I won every week, but most of my weeks in the year, which is why things have moved forward in the way they've moved forward in, the business and the gym growth and the things that my running, my whatever, right? My mobility certificate, all of that stuff. Um, so, anyways, um, it's crazy. I had all of these notes, and I actually didn't even look at them. I mean, I went back to them a couple times, but um, didn't really need them because it fires me up, right? It's something that has helped me massively, and it continues to help me. I implement it on a day-to-day basis. When I plan my day the night before, I set out my 3 tasks that are going to move the needle forward. Sometimes they're the same tasks, right? Depending on where you are or what you're trying to achieve or what your critical task is towards, right? So, for example, like if you want to build, create a better relationship, I'll use mine as an example, create a better relationship with God. Like, I made one of my critical tasks to start my day with my Bible app every day. And once I got the rhythm of that, and I moved the needle forward on that, I switched it, and now I'm continuing to use my Bible app, but now a critical task of mine is something different. So anyways, guys, I just really wanted to share this concept with you, because it has helped me massively, and it continues to help me. And I'm not saying I'm perfect with it, but I am growing in it, and I believe in it, and I trust in it because I've seen what it has done for my life this far. So, yeah, and the reason, like I said, I didn't really start implementing this until I started the Live Hard program. It's because that's what the Live Hard program is about, right? Everybody gets carried on like 75 hard. You got 75 days. It doesn't matter how many days you got left. All that matters is the day ahead, right? Like, what day do you have right in front of you? What struggles, what schedules, what obstacles, what things are you going to have to navigate through that day? That's all that matters, right? And then the next day will bring different obstacles, different challenges, different things you'll have to navigate through. And like I said, it's been a blessing. I will not stop utilizing this method. And like I said, if you guys go listen to Andy's podcast, I'm not exactly sure what episode, but he talks about the critical power list. That power list talks about this winning the day, and like I said, um, it's helped massively. So I encourage you guys, if you've never heard of this before, ask me any questions down in the comments. And if you are implementing this already, I want to hear your story. How's it helping you? What are some of the things that you're chasing after with this concept? So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys for listening. Let's get out there and win the day. And don't ever, ever forget, we're always stronger together.